Bell brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's got this down to the 35. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see them take a shot downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going out wide, finds Chubb. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
Allen off the play fake. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
3.5 to go, first quarter.
Mon now off of play action. Drops this off with Nwangu.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
And they go play action here. Mon
flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Eric Wilson in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. Second and 11.
Another try after the first down sack.
Mon
being chased out left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Raven first down.
Off the play fake. Mon looking for Campbell downfield.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Paris Campbell 48 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 29 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Bond going to throw it. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Mond. This is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Mike, 45. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mond able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Baltimore.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Mond. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Hey, watch it. Check nickel.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mon. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Mon.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Vaughn looks to throw. He will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Mond looks to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air. Mond. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this to Nwangu. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kene Nwangu with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right?
This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run now for Nwangu. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll set up a throw. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. So give them 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder. A field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
45. Mike, 45.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 46 yards. And the Raiders, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mon now off of play action. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They go with Chubb on second down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. Touchdown, Raiders! Nick Chubb from 19 yards away. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more? And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Mond out of the shotgun. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching, and how about how he's picked things up.
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Off the play fake, Mond escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Myles Garrett. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. He's got room to run past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On play action, Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Single.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Drops it off for Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacob Harris with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mon going to throw it. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. Touchdown! Kene Nwangu making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Ravens 34.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little